Now, if you're on social media, you probably see a lot of family photos.
But how many photos of our kids should we be posting online? That's what we ask our parent panel this week. So talking about social media and phones and cameras and our kids and their faces, have you ever thought about, like, oh, should I be posting pictures of my sons online, or what thought process went into that? Let's start with you, Mariah.
I guess I've always posted my kids on social media ever since, you know, they were in the belly. You know, here they are kind of thing. It's unfortunate because I know that there are so many just sick and crazy people in the world. But I want to use my social media as like a place of joy and funny stories. And I mean, I'm the first to post, like, my kid's throwing a tantrum. Like, he's spicy. He's throwing a tantrum. And I'm like, click that, post that business. Like, this is the real life. I try not to keep it just the highlight reels, even with the parenting, because that's not true life. That's just not how things are.
How about your friends and your community that see them? Are they all people that you know? And you know?
Yeah, I mean, I have my Facebook like as private as it can be, because we're from the West Coast, so we have a lot of family in the West Coast, and it's just a nice way, instead of like having to text them like a group of pictures from the pumpkin patch or whatever, it's like, hey, it's online.
Yeah.
Go catch that. So
yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way with Archer, where he's been on Instagram, Facebook since he was born. And I did make a shift in some of my privacy settings, maybe after he was about 6 months old, where I switched my Instagram profile over to private, because I thought, oh, I am posting a lot of pictures of him, and yeah, it just made me pause and think about it and who could be picking up on it.
It didn't even really cross my mind to start with, right? Like, because it was mainly just Facebook and just, you know, my friends and and family and that kind of stuff. And in, like, really, I'd say like the last year, I've gotten more using Instagram more. And so that's a little bit different, because like there's more people and you can just see, and so, gosh, you know, I'm just hoping for the best. Yeah. And that I don't. They're on there, and they're going to continue to be on there, and it's just what it is, really. I mean, I feel like I just don't want to be so sheltered, and why focus on all the negative all the time? So.
Well, and I really like what Mariah said about showing the stuff that's not so picture perfect.
oh yeah.
I think about that too, because, you know, I'll get the professional photos and I'm like, oh, we have to show these, and then I'm like, yeah, this is not even us.
Yeah. We don't coordinate our outfits all the time.
This is nothing like what real life is like. And that's such a community builder among other moms, I think, because we all kind of have that situation at home. As far as like the content of what you do post of your kids, is it more that stuff, or what kind of things are they?
Yeah, it's the real. It's very much, yeah, where, you know, I made this picture and I think it's really cute, and I'm like, yeah, that is a cute picture, Arch. Like, I'm gonna show that. Or if he does something funny, I'll try to post that. But I want to create that community of friends and people that they see, like, oh wow, there definitely are not picture perfect moments 24/7.
Oh heavens, yeah. I mean, I forgot it was picture day today. You know, like, had to go change my son in our driveway real fast. Like, it happens, right? Like, it's a mess. But it's very just kind of our lives, what we're doing. We haven't taken a single professional photograph of all of us ever. Same. I know, it's really funny. But I think they're beautiful. Like, that looks fun. Like, I think that should be fun sometime. I actually brought it up to my husband, like, maybe we should have family pictures done. And he was like, what? Because that was his response. And I was like, yeah, maybe you're right. But my boys also like to take pictures. They like to be in pictures. They're just funny. Like, I just, like we were saying, just try not to post inappropriate pictures.
Right, yeah.
This has been Parent Panel. Now, according to healthychildren.org, there are 5 questions parents should consider before posting about their child. Why are you sharing it? Would you want someone to share it about you? Could your child be embarrassed by it now or in the future? Is there anyone in the universe who shouldn't see this about your child, now or at any point in the future? Is this something you want to be part of your child's digital footprint? So, interesting things to consider. Now, if there's something you'd like us to ask our parent panel, email your topic to studio701@kxnet.com. I love getting to talk with those moms. They are fantastic.
And definitely gave us a lot to think about.
Yeah.
So coming up next, we have our Smile of the Day.
And when we come back, the answer to our deep, dark Gotham question. Stay with us. We'll see who is right.
Join the Studio 701 conversation on Facebook